And welcome to Israel Today. This is Rabbi Roger coming to you from Israel. As Americans, there's something we're not comfortable with nor understand. There's something that when it finally happens, one day most Americans will not be ready for it or know how to deal with it. That is war. In Israel, the people here are raised with it all their lives, and that is why Israelis are called Sabras. These are a group of people that are named after an American cactus plant with its hard prickly shell on the outside, but soft on the inside. An Israeli will defend when and where needed, but to the other extreme, they will be there for you or anyone, including their enemy. Very recently, less than 700 rockets were shot from Gaza into nearby towns, devastating young children and even adults. Because when a bomb explodes in your backyard, you then realize that it was meant for you. Let me give you an example that is a true story. In a town less than a few miles from Gaza, a 65-year-old lady lives on the 5th floor of an apartment building with no elevator. She relies entirely on her brother to assist her with daily care and shopping needs because she cannot move her hands and legs. Unfortunately, because of her immobility, recently she was unable to access the bomb shelter during the barrage of deadly rockets which lasted several days. I'm sure this was not the first time she's heard bombs or had them explode near her. However, that does not make her so tough that she would just sit through it when it happens. In her case, she was just too heavy to be picked up and carried to the nearest bomb shelter. The main thing is that she knew that God would pull her through. When 9/11 devastated America, immediately following for 3 weeks, churches were packed out and most likely at an all-time high. Here in Israel, it's not that way, and surely Gaza did not cause people to run to the local church or synagogue for safety, but instead to trust and be thankful to God all the time. In Vietnam, our soldiers came home devastated, war-torn, and depressed. Instead of seeking God, they sought drugs and alcohol. Was their situation different? Was their situation something these young men were not aware of, and how debilitating it can be on the mind that is not ready for something of this magnitude? In part, the reason the soldiers faced the problems they had was due to the mere simple fact that Buddhist priests were praying against them. They prayed that they would be depressed, destroy their marriages, and even commit suicide. And guess what? These priests saw their prayers answered in a way that demoralized the minds of these young men. Which is better, to have faith in God, faith in yourself, or faith in the local church? To have the mindset that says, I can deal with anything, even war, causes the toughest eventually to break down mentally due to trauma. Trauma is a demon and can be removed, but not through psychology or mere counseling, but through the power of Jesus Christ, the Anointed One, who has the power to remove and heal anyone. Pray that these people in southern Israel learn to rely totally on the healing and saving grace of Jesus. If you want to get in touch with us or get on our mailing list, visit branchofisrael.com. That's branchofisrael.com. Again, this is Rabbi Roger coming to you from Israel. Thank you so much for listening. Lehitraot, goodbye, or see you again.